In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create this photorealistic waving memorial US flag in Blender. So let's get started. As is customary, I want to go ahead and start out by clearing my viewport. And now I'm going to bring in a plain mesh primitive. From here, we're going to make the flag. Now, what I want to do is I want to make that flag 6 feet wide by 4 feet high. And I plug those values in there. Next, I want to go into edit mode and I want to subdivide that flag because when we run cloth physics on it, I want it to bend and I want it to look nice. So now we've got our subdivision in the flag. I'm saving out my file. And next thing I want to do is I want to pick some edges up here because right now this is still flat. And I'm going to use these as a vertex group to pin the flag. So when we run physics, instead of the flag dropping down, it'll stay tapered where it is in space. Now I'm going to come into the physics tab. I'm going to apply a cloth modifier to our plane. And what you'll see me doing back and forth in the video is kind of going back and forth here, changing some settings. I'm going to select the pin group under shape because that's going to pin it. Now I'm just going to run the playhead for our 250 frames at 24 frames per second. And now we've got cloth. It's that easy, guys. As long as that playhead's playing, we actually see the physics happening. We can also make changes while it's playing, but I've noticed that if you don't bake the cache, what you have to do is start it over from the beginning. Change the weight here, and I think that might be a little too heavy. It's like 2 pounds because I'm working in US measurements. So now let's go here and let's create a force field. I'm going to bring in a wind force field object. I want to scale it down and rotate it. And if you set a little yellow arrow, that shows you the direction in which the wind is blowing. So I'm going to scale it down. I'm going to change my view in the viewport to top ortho. And I'm just kind of moving around because I think I want the wind blowing from this direction to get the flag to ripple and move the way I want it to. And I'm going to crank up the strength of the wind. Right now I've got 7,000. So let's go back in here and let's run the playhead and you'll see the effect of the wind on the flag that's draped. So it looks different than it did before. And right now what I'm focused on is I'm just trying to get that look that I want. All right. So I come back in here in the wind. I'm going to tweak my strength. I'm going to crank it up. And that's looking a little bit better. Now I'm going to bring in my camera. I'm going to go to camera settings. I want an orthographic camera. And I'm going to dial it in, zoom in quite a bit. And I'm just right now, my focus is trying to compose this shot. So now I'm going to go in here, view and camera to view, and this allows me to arbitrarily move my camera around while not changing the view of where I'm looking at too much. Like I said, my whole focus right here is just like trying to compose the shot that I want artistically. And I'm imagining the texture on the flag, which we don't have that yet, but that's coming. All right, so that's pretty good. Now, let's go ahead and UV map this sucker, because right now, keep in mind, this thing is still flat. I'm going to go to Material Preview. And I'm going to go into the Shading tab. And what I want to do is I want to go ahead and I want to define a texture on the flag. I'm going to cheat a little bit, but I'm going to show you a cool little trick. So I don't have a roughness map made yet. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead in here and I want to go ahead and bring in an image of my flag. I'm going to use a US flag. And I'm getting ready to put a texture on this because I don't have a roughness map or a normal map for it. So I'm going to go to Blender Kit. I'm going to go into Materials. Let's see what they have for flags. Not a whole lot. But I've got a trick. Let's change the search to fabric. And this one here looks pretty good. All right, so I'll bring in a fabric, but all I want from this is a normal map and a roughness map. So now if you look in here, you see we've got everything. We even have a displacement in here. So what I'm going to do is hit the X under the diffuse, and then I'm going to bring in my US flag texture. And we'll just use the pattern from the fabric to make the flag look like it's that fabric, made out of that fabric. That's essentially what I did. That's the trick. It's a little bit of cheating, but it works. So now I want to change this flag to clip because I don't want it repeating. I'm going to go in the UV editor and I'm going to change the image to the US flag. And what I need to do here, because it's still flat, it's a flat plane, I'm going to turn the overlay off so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to go to material preview or look dev mode. And I just want to scale this down. That looks a little weird, which means I need to unwrap it. Let's see what it looks like before I do that. I might be able to get away without actually hitting unwrap. See that little pattern in there? All right, so let's go ahead and unwrap it. I just want to be sure and see we've got some changes here. And let's go ahead and rotate this around. And of course, it's going to be, as they say, bass-ackward. And I accidentally flipped it, but that's okay. Let's just get it scaled right. And then I can right click and I can do mirror on X, or excuse me, mirror on Y, and then I'll flip it back into the right orientation. So now we've got both the shader taken care of and we have the UV work done. So now let's go back to layout. Let's play that playhead and let's see it applied here. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. I like it. Hope you guys do too. But we're not done. A couple more things to do. So keep in mind, we've got a flat plane in there. It's literally like razor thin flat. So that flag, in order to pass the realistic smell test, we need to give it some thickness. So I'm bringing in a solidify modifier. And I want to zoom in so you guys can see how thick the default values are. I'm holding down shift on the keyboard and then I am taking my left click on my mouse and I'm rolling to the left on the thickness and bringing it down. Then I want to shade smooth and I want to do a level 2 subdivision on the plane. And since we have enough subdivision in the plane, we don't have to worry about beveling the edges to keep them sharp. I don't want them super sharp because then it'll look totally fake. Yeah, see that? See the difference? Now granted, I've got solidify being calculated and the level 2 sub D, so it slowed down my viewport just a little bit, but I am on a laptop, so that's what you're gonna get. Now what you're seeing happening now is I'm playing the playhead and I'm making cloth settings changes to that plane. So I'm changing the shrinking factor and I'm changing the self collisions part. And basically what that does is that'll, like if you enable that and tweak it, then when the flag rolls up and hits itself, it won't go inside of its own geometry. It'll like deflect off of itself like the real thing would in real life. So just a little tip, that's what it's for. So right now I just want to show you guys something. If your viewport can't play this, then you'll want to go ahead and do a bake. So I'm going ahead and I'm showing you guys what a bake looks like. And then once that's done, then it's cached. But you'll see I'm going to delete it. I just wanted to show you guys that. Okay, if you do need to make changes after you do a bake, you have to delete the bake because it's got to recache the changes, right? So what I'm doing here is I'm playing with pressure and stuff like that and got done tweaking it. So I'm letting this thing just play so I can see it as I'm making different changes of different things. So now I want to bring in some lights. And I think I want to bring at least 2 area lights. So let's start with one of them. Let's bring it up. And then I want to position this light because in my mind, I know exactly how I want this lighting to look. I want to give it some depth, so I want there to be some shadowing. So I'm gonna bring it off to the side, maybe a little bit in the front, and I want to angle this light at the flag almost from the side. Now keep in mind I'm still in look dev mode, and I've got the natural or the default HDRIs applied to it that you see in look dev mode. But when I go to render mode, that's when you'll see the difference here in a second. Okay, let's go ahead and save the file out. All right, so now I'm in render view, which is going to give me the more realistic look of what this is going to look like when we render it out. So I'll bring in another area light. And what I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of playing with the positioning of the light, because I may not be happy with where it is. This is just me dialing my artistic stuff. I'm going to go into world settings, and I'm going to brighten up the world environment because I didn't want the black. I thought I did it first, but I changed my mind. And now I want to go into these area lights, and I want to crank down the strength a little bit and play with the exposure. I'm just dialing these lights in. I don't want it to look overexposed or blown out, and I don't want any black crush in the shadows. So I'm just kind of tweaking it and just waiting till I find something that looks right. This ain't really a science, as they say. I mean, it is in some instances, it's not in others. All right. So now I'm taking this opportunity here to show you guys my settings. There's the colors. If you need to pause it, pause the video and look at the settings here. Settings for the camera. Make sure to turn that off. And I'm just kind of moving this around again. I'm just tweaking the composition of the shot. I will say this, I did change the camera size as well. It's 1080 by 1920, so it's like a Instagram. What was it, Instagram or TikTok or one of those? It's got the long 16:9 or 9:16. So right now I'm just kind of moving the camera around to something I think looks kind of nice, looks kind of cool. And this is getting pretty close to it here. Let me save that out. All right, here we go. After all that tweaking, we're done. If you like this video and my content, please do me a favor by liking, subscribing, and clicking the notification bell for more videos. I'll see you guys on the next one. It's coming soon. Later.